This Monday Night Football props and NFL Week 11 recap edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog's hooking up new customers. Play just $5 and get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with the code SGPN.
What's up, everybody? You're watching SGPN. Fuck the Cowboys. Let's go, baby.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, second the money game with my partner in picks, Ryan, real money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog. Got a little gold spray paint there at the end of the weekend. Make things a little bit better. A little first touchdown.
Oh,
bank.
Nice. There you go. Congrats.
Yeah, a little J-Mo in the end zone. Got a long sweat on it, so that's always fun.
Yeah, I almost hit. I tweeted out Eagles defense first touchdown. Cooper DeJean almost took that first one to the house. So that was my first touchdown sweat. And Baker got a touchdown, first Bucks touchdown. Unfortunately, didn't hit the first touchdown, but we got a lot of games to get through. The Eagles win again, Ryan, 8-2, number 1 in the NFC. Instant reactions to that Eagles 16-9 win and cover. One of my locks. Tried to get it on the circuit card. How are we feeling about the Eagles?
Did you try to get it on the card?
Yeah. Yeah.
I do not recall that.
Okay. You said I'd rather go with the Rams.
You didn't try to get it on the card.
Okay.
You asked me if I want Eagles or Rams.
Yeah. That was me trying to get it on there.
No, you trying to get it on there would just put it on there like you did a previous week when you wanted to play the Eagles. So nice try.
No, I didn't play the Eagles last week.
No, earlier in the season we played the Eagles. There was no deliberation.
Okay.
This is just you looking for an out on accountability once again.
Eagles awesome win. 16-9.
I was on the Eagles this week, just so we're clear.
Congrats on your cash. How you feeling about the Eagles?
I mean, probably strong defense. Hopefully Lane Johnson's not out too long. That might be a problem. Yeah, I mean, whatever's going on with the offense is just going to keep going on. They're a defense first team, and they're going to win sloppy games in the cold weather like this. So Jared Goff was horrible.
Yeah,
I honestly think
Jared Goff Island was ringing up, but
Eagles defense played well. Detroit also met them in the middle.
I disagree with that. I think it was just a complete domination by the Eagles defense. I mean,
I just said they played well. I'm saying the Detroit offense also played horribly.
Okay.
With the exception of a couple plays. They were clearly missing Sam Laporta.
Yeah.
They weren't able to get any push on the offensive line. And so, yeah.
It's back-to-back games where the team that was number 1 in, EPA per play offensively just got destroyed by this defense. I mean, seeing the defense in person in Lambeau, I was like, holy shit. Now that Jalen Phillips is there, now that their linebackers are healthy, the depth they have at the linebacker position, what they got going on in the secondary, Adoree Jackson making plays for this team, Jordan Davis playing out of his mind, Jalen Carter knocking down passes left and right. This is one of the better Eagles defenses I've seen in a long, long time. I mean, I thought last year's defense was incredible, but this year's defense, I think, has a chance to be even better, which sounds kind of crazy. And yeah, I think the offense will figure it out, but they have such a long leash to figure it out because this defense is just amazing.
Yeah. I mean, the defense is better, but the offense is much worse.
I don't know about that.
I mean, statistically, Saquon's having, like, the broadcast showed it was he's having a historically bad year relative to last year.
Yeah. They also,
AJ Brown, the narrative of AJ Brown talking in the locker room is going to be a narrative as long as the offense isn't playing lights out. And yeah, I mean, I do think the Lane Johnson thing would be a little like, this is the second time he's gone out. He's a critical piece. What's the guy who came, Fred something or other.
Fred Johnson.
Clearly a step
Yeah, he's
down.
a step down, but Lane will be all right. He'll cut through it. He'll get out there. I'm not too worried about the offense, and this defense, man, is just phenomenal. It's such a fun defense to watch. Stopping the Lions 5 times on 4th downs. When is Dan Campbell ever going to get criticized? Maybe I'm sensitive to just everyone calling Nick Sirianni a fucking idiot for.
Do you think he made a bad decision?
I mean,
it's easy to say, look, we just stopped you. You're an idiot for going for it on 4th down. But if you were rooting for the Lions, would you not have wanted them to go for it on every one of those situations?
No, I think at some point you needed to get points. You needed to get field goals. Clearly, it was a low scoring game. Your defense was playing well. I think they should have played a little bit more conservatively on those 4th downs. I think
I watch football with you every day. You consistently want the aggressive decision.
Right.
Yeah,
but
so
I think
that's what he's doing.
Okay, but I think so. I
know what you're doing. You're doing this whole like, wah, Sirianni gets shit for bad decisions. I mean, Dan Campbell's consistently aggressive. I think that's what
he ran a fake punt when the Eagles had their starting defense out there. That to me is a bad decision.
That I agree. I'm not talking. I'm not talking about that play. I'm talking about when you're just conventional going for it on 4th down. That's what you want to do. I think in general now, like running fake punts is a bad decision.
I think you also have to have a feel for how the game's going. Your defense is the best unit out there for you guys. Going for it on these 4th and 10s when Jared Goff can't complete a pass. I don't think was a good strategy.
I mean, when you could certainly attack his stubbornness. Like it was pretty clear Jared Goff, like I was saying, didn't bring his A game. It was a little too cold. I don't know if the thermals were too restrictive. But
I mean, when I saw him come out in long sleeves and 2 gloves, I go, "Oh, we're good. We're good."
I don't know if I'm sure you did actually. Did you notice before the game? So they're cutting around, right? Florio wearing a normal jacket, Jack Collinsworth wearing a normal coat, and then they cut over to Rodney Harrison. He's wearing some sort of spacesuit. Which I think he changed later in the game. Like someone must have like hit him up and be like, dude, you look ridiculous. Everyone else is wearing normal winter clothes and you're wearing some sort of, it was straight out of like a futuristic, like Matrix, maybe Snowpiercer. Maybe the guy on Snowpiercer would have worn that when he takes a,
I like a Snowpiercer reference by Kramer.
Also, the Eagles are in a tremendously good spot just from a tiebreaker standpoint.
Yeah, well, they've beat all the other good teams in the NFC.
Who else has the chance to take the 1 seed?
Well, certainly the Rams, but
no, I'm saying of the teams that don't have it. Are there any teams that don't have the tie? That the Eagles don't have the heads up tiebreaker because they beat all the other.
Well, they lost to the Broncos and the Giants. Giants. I don't mean to be cruel, Ryan, but they're not in the mix for the playoffs.
That's fine. That wasn't again.
Well, what was I was confused by your question.
They've beaten the leaders of of the other divisions, basically.
Yes. Yep.
So who is it that can steal the 1 seed that the Eagles don't have the head-to-head tiebreaker on? Is it the Niners?
Or maybe the Seahawks?
They haven't played the Seahawks. Okay.
No. Bears. They do end up playing the Bears. Yeah, Bears are 7-3. Well, they're only 1 game back from the Eagles, and they play the Eagles. I like our chance at home against Caleb Williams, but it's possible.
No, it's in Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, thanks. What's that number? A touchdown?
It could be. We'll see. We'll see how
7.5.
We'll see how next week goes. I see the phone line is lighting up. Appreciate everyone calling in. I know. Why don't we start with? I saw Japan hopped on. Let's get a new voice on here. I don't. Well, actually, you know what? This is perfect to bring this guy on. Maddie J.
I was gonna say Maddie J updated his handle. Okay, don't be confused.
The Yapper. Oh, there he is. Hopefully he can hear us. Maddie, are you on the line?
Hello.
Yo, what's up? Maddie J, you're on the Sports Gambling Podcast.
What is up, my DJs?
Happy Sunday.
Fucking go.
How we feeling?
Kramer, I'm always feeling good. If I'm alive, I'm always feeling good. I need to get this shit out the way. First of all, I just want to say, if you're listening to this podcast right now, whether it's live, whether it's tomorrow, you're fucking amazing. You're doing a great job. I love you. Just keep fucking pushing. Let's have a great week, everybody.
Hell yeah.
But also, Go fucking Birds. Stop fucking playing with us. That's what I have to say about everything else. That's all I really need to say. Do you understand why? Because I'm sorry, guys. I literally took it when I saw that green light up. I literally also, Sean. First of all, I was gonna tell everybody, listen, if you're an idiot, by the way, if you don't know ball and you didn't know that the fucking Eagles were gonna be doing this right now, if Sean would have let me on in the fucking podcast, I literally asked Sean, I was like, hey, yo, Sean, I've got some picks, yo, Sean. And yeah, this is how you know I knew that Sean was not gonna fucking let me on the fucking preview because he said, yeah, we'll see. I'll let you know. I was like,
wow.
He's not gonna fucking let me know.
you big time him like showbiz.
You know what? If I said that to you, Maddie,
I do exactly. Exactly. No,
well,
listen,
we don't have the call-in line.
Listen, where you're at in your season right now, this is what I thought, and I think this is the true statement. And I know you guys like to keep it short. I'm not trying to ramble, but listen, fucking nothing changed. Like when I looked at the season before this preseason started, nothing has fucking changed. Like there was maybe some minor details. I'm not saying people didn't get traded. Yes, there were some trades. Yes, some people, the Micah Parsons thing, different things like that. I would say the Micah Parsons trade was probably debatably, besides the Shadur Sandals shit and the trade and Jackson Dart, you know what I'm saying? Kramer, I'm so fucking sorry. Kramer, I love you, Kramer. I mean, I'm not a Giants fan, you know what I'm saying? Go Birds, but I'm so fucking sorry, Kramer, because like the way that it happened this way, it just was not fair. It's just not fair to me. But listen, dude, nothing really changed. I feel like this season right here is all about like I feel like it's just about just storylines. I mean, every single team that's playing right now, everything that's going on right now, it's really just about the about the drive. None of the teams have really changed. Like the Chiefs are the same, but they just need it more. Like the fucking Lions are the same, but they're healthy this year.
Yeah.
So what are they gonna do? Like name another team. Like any team that it's all about storylines with these teams this year. And I just felt like I don't know. And for some reason, Discord fucking sucks. I'm sorry, Sean. I'm not trying to. Discord sucks. So I can't really say anything. I can't really hear you guys for some reason, just like Kramer says all the time. I want CJ, you guys help me cash. If you're not fucking locked in, if you're not just fucking blindly doing a round robin on these fucking plays on the props parlay, like Kramer, Sean, please tell them. Like if you look inside my DMs,
yes,
how much green tickets am I fucking sending?
Oh, he's on fire.
Let's go.
Let's go, Maddie.
During the off season, what the fuck is up, guys?
All right, I appreciate you calling in, man.
I love this fucking podcast.
Let's go.
It was never in doubt. Never in doubt. Eagles were always gonna win. Fuck the Lions. Fuck the Packers. Fuck everybody in the fucking NFC. It was always us. It's only gonna be us.
Let's go.
I fucking love all you guys.
Love you, Maddie.
So sorry for talking so long. I'm gonna get out of here.
Let it ride.
Shot with me, guys. Let's go.
Okay.
I feel like we're at a. It's like you're at a wedding or a formal event, and it's someone has a couple cocktails and then decides like what, this is the moment.
Hey, does anyone else want to say anything at a wedding? And then someone goes up and grabs like, I just want to say that Kramer's greatest guy of all time, and I love the Eagles. Love you, Maddie. Appreciate you hopping on.
I will say, if there's someone that's like the DMs that are just filled with screenshots of
great
parlays is very exciting, but at the same time, it gets overwhelming. And it's like, well, do I have to respond? So I usually just go with a like money bag emoji, something like that.
I appreciate everyone hitting us up in the DMs. It's great to chop it up with you guys. Appreciate everyone smashing that subscribe button, hopping on the Discord line. I see some callers. We're gonna get to a couple game recaps. We got our Monday night props as well. Kramer, Miami Dolphins 16, Washington Commanders Redskins football team 13. Dolphins covered the 2.5. Incredibly ugly game.
Shit game.
Yeah, I set my alarm for basically the end of the first quarter I woke up. It was
How'd it go?
7:15. I saw no one had scored a touchdown. I just hit snooze for a while.
Did the same. Last night I did my usual, which is pass out on the couch, wake up about 2 a.m.
Nice.
Put out my first touchdowns, and at the moment I put the first touchdowns out, I was like, I could probably sleep through the entire first half and miss nothing. And I ended up getting to the office about halftime. So which is normally I'd be up much earlier, and it felt great. And I'd say that it was an easy pick, even though it wasn't. It came down to the wire because the Commanders were never winning or covering that game.
I mean, that was insane. Again, I like being aggressive, but the Dolphins should have kicked a field goal at the end of regulation. It's gone too far. These football guys have gone too far. They were huge pussies when we were growing up, even in the late 90s, 2000s. Like the post COVID, everyone's in YOLO mode with going for it. At some point, it's too much. It's crazy.
I also nailed the handicap of the field being shit because it's a dainty little Spanish men running around, softest soccer league in all of Europe. Which, by the way, I got some DMs commending me for my handicap of La Liga, filled with pussies. I'm just telling you.
Great turf. It was analysis.
One of my better handicaps this week. Other than we'll get to it during the Giants game. Other than some Jameis related stuff.
Yes, let's talk about that game. Green Bay Packers get the win, 27-20, and it's a push on our sheet. We picked it at 7. We both had the Giants catching 7 there. Kramer, any thoughts on your G-men?
This was the full Jameis experience, right? 4 dropped interceptions. The last one that gets caught isn't even his fault. And yeah, they covered the spread if you bought the half point.
No one bought a half point in this game.
No one bought
maybe people bought it off 7 if they were playing the Packers.
Packers are not good.
We did discuss.
That's my takeaway.
We did discuss Jameis anytime, which that came in at 10-1
that's the
on the pregame show.
Just nailing the pass interference, the drawn pass interference calls that would have led to
you brought it up.
Sneak, which I don't think it actually went down like that on that drive, but on the previous drive, that's exactly how they got on the 1 yard.
You're right. Yeah. So that was that was the only fun thing. Jameis didn't even get the passing yards. I still don't know how he
got over 200 in the end.
201.
Yeah, but it was a lot of that was they were just determined to run.
Do you think the offense was better under Jameis?
Under Jameis or under Kafka?
No, just did you think the offense looked better today than normal?
For a backup quarterback, I thought scoring 3 touchdowns against the Packers defense was fine, considering your best weapon and the receiver with the most yards and catches was Isaiah Hodgins, who wasn't on the team Monday. And so that's a positive. I thought the play calling from Kafka was, turns out, maybe Dable didn't like to run the ball. It's certainly a commitment to the run. It was the best the offensive line had looked run blocking.
Yeah.
And so I thought
the offense looked good
from a team effort. It's crazy that Dable started Russ. Like if maybe it's not only his decision, we'll never know. But whoever's decision it was to start Russ over either of the other, like Jameis, functional offense. Dart will come back, and if they're going to run the ball like this, I think it's going to look pretty good. And I guess I mean there are no receivers out there. Jalen Hyatt needs to be cut. If you want to watch, he runs a corner route at the end of the game, and he's just stopped. And in the post game interview, he's like, I saw the cornerback was over there, so I just sat down. After the game, Amani Toomer on the post game for the Giants broadcast is like, I don't know what Kafka's up to, so I don't want him to step out of line. Amani Toomer's a very classy guy, Michigan man, but he goes, I've never known a corner route to be an option route ever.
Yeah,
because it's a timing route. It's an anticipation route. If you break it off, it's going to be an interception. That, to me, if you want to send a message, which by the way, there was some benchings by Kafka today. So he's clearly like telling everyone this is different than Dable. He changed the day off from Tuesday to Monday. And if you want to send a message, you cut Jalen Hyatt. I think 2 things will happen. If by the time you're listening to this, based on my read of his post-game press conference, Shane Bowen will be fired.
Oh, wow.
He said they asked him about basically roles, and he's like, we're evaluating everything. And if they do not cut Jalen Hyatt to send a message, then Joe Shane's in on the fucking then he's got to go.
He's
too.
in on the fix. Joining us on the line, inside Green Bay
this?
Packer insider,
Oh,
Dick Puncher himself. Dick must have felt good to get off the schneid there. How you feeling about your Packers 27-20 win against the Giants?
Go Pack, go, go Pack, go. Let's freaking go. I was at the game. I was at MetLife. I shout out for real quick that I missed the pregame today because I was at the game. And then last week I actually got engaged last weekend. So shout out to
Congrats.
my fiance, the future Miss Puncher. She actually was the one who, a couple months back, it was an anniversary. She actually got the tickets for us to go to this game. It was her first Packers game.
Right.
She had an awesome time. It was an exciting game. I think I agree with you guys on the run game for the Giants was very good, but our run defense, like I was screaming my head off the whole time, like just fucking tackle, just fucking Tracy. I don't know. He made us look like terrible. I don't know why the Eagles weren't able to run more on us because looking at the games that were sandwiched, but that game was sandwiched between. You look at the Carolina game and they were just able to run right through us. I think that's a big issue for our defense.
That's a bigger indictment on the Eagles' run game, I think. To be honest, I mean that you're pointing out that a lot of teams are running the ball on you, and the Eagles have not been one of them. So I'm just saying that's a concern, Sean. It's a concern.
Yeah.
I'll say real quick. I mean, the first half. I mean, you're talking, Kramer, rightly so. I know you guys have lost a ton of receivers and everything. And I agree with you, and everything you're saying on your end is completely correct. But I mean, on our end, look at what we were dealing with. I mean, we had like 9 drops today. It was, I mean, I had the guy sitting next to me, with Dobbs after the second drop. He's like, he just goes ballistic, and like I'm like kind of looking at him, and he's like, I got props on him, man. I'm like, oh, what do you have? I got ATD. I'm like, dude, they're not throwing him in the end zone after this. He's like, but yeah, it was a great game. I know like people, I knew what was going to happen. The second Malik Willis came in for a series, I was like, God damn it. He's going to get on the field. He's going to get a touchdown. And then all the internet haters are going to come out
Kramer.
of the woodwork. Oh, he should be the quarterback. Dude, look what Love did in that game. I mean, Love can't catch the balls for the receivers. He did a phenomenal job. He played excellently. He threw multiple touchdowns, no interceptions with the shoulder getting hurt. And by the way, putting his body on the line there, causing that injury. I thought he did phenomenal. Kramer talked about how many dropped interceptions we had. That was a big issue for us. But I thought the play calling was much better this week for the Packers. It had been very shaky. There was one sequence where we went like run, and then we had 3rd and short at midfield, and we went for a long bomb pass. I thought that was kind of dumb. But other than that, I thought play calling was much better. And if we just fix the freaking drop problem, and I'll give Kramer this. He didn't even mention this, but like, I mean, we got away with the freaking fumbles from Musgrave. I mean, one of them we got lucky.
Musgrave had a bad game.
And then the other one really was a fumble. I mean, they kept showing it on the screen. I was like, yep, that's a fumble. I thought they were just looking at whether his knee was down. I was like, well, his knee's not down. He clearly caught the ball. And then they're like, nope, incomplete. And every Packers fan there, I saw like turning around to Giants fans being like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck they were doing there.
I mean, whatever. It at this point, the refs. Decker was commenting on this as well today, but the refs really chose to get involved in some games today. I would say that was one of the themes of the weekend was refs getting involved, and we just don't need it. After watching this weekend, I would say let's just get rid of pass interference. Like, let's just get rid of pass interference or figure out a way to not let refs completely botch what should be a pretty easy call. But they want to, they want to get on the screen. They want to throw their little flag.
The thing is, I bet they're gonna make it reviewable. Would be my thing of
that
how
would be a
fix
nightmare.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll fix it, but I feel like that's what they're.
I mean, it's not the crazy.
Pass interference is reviewable in college.
Yeah. Yes.
They one last thing I want to throw out there before I get off: special teams. I mean, what the fuck? First of all, like, all right, we bring in Haversick as our kicker, right? Because apparently McManus is injured. Oh, that's interesting because he was injured, and then we brought him back, and he starts missing kicks. And then we're like, oh wait, he doesn't have a new injury. It's the same injury, but he was fine to play before. Versace had decided he was fine to play. He misses a bunch of kicks, costs us, wins and potential like overtime opportunities. And then it's like, oh well, now he's not good enough to play. So now we're gonna put in this other guy, and now the other guy is missing all the kicks. And then it's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable the decision making that goes in to this, the whole special teams unit. And somehow, like, yes, it was very wet. Like I was there, it was very windy, but like it was an extra point. At least the Giants' extra point miss was from, they had the penalty, and that was excusable in the windy conditions. A freaking extra point, like how do you miss two? And it was just ridiculous.
I do think the wind had a little something to do with the drops. I mean, the Giants had a couple too. I think it just creates like a weird knuckling effect with the ball. And so while the receivers definitely dropped some passes, I'll give a little bit of talk to someone else who was in the building, and it sounds like the wind was pretty real. Unlike
it was
so
windy. It was windy.
And here's my takeaway on the Packers. Whoever calls the plays, I think it's Matt LaFleur, is not good. It's just nonsensical. You're getting 6 yards a clip running the ball against the Giants defense. Nope. Let me have Jordan Love drop back 9 steps and flick the ball up in the air, and hopefully the receiver is able to go up and get it. It's routinely that's what they rely on. It doesn't make any sense. I thought it's like after watching a full Packers game, very high on the 2Q meter, very high on the 2Q meter, and. Yeah, I think I think they're not a very good team. I mean, this is a Giants team that had very little offensive anything, and they were able to maintain 3 touchdown scoring drives with a backup quarterback, leading receiver, practice squad guy. That's just
final question for you, Dick. Do the Packers make the playoffs?
Oh,
yes, I do think they'll make the playoffs. I do think that. I also shout out to I do find it hilarious that 11 weeks in, the Bears are leading the North. It's hilarious, but because they haven't beaten a single team. Like forget about like a team with a winning record. They haven't beaten a team with like a record over 500. I think the only team that they've played with a record of 500 or better dropped 50 plus points on them. Somehow they're in there. And
you can only play the teams on your schedule, Dick Puncher.
All right, thanks, Mr. Puncher. Congrats on the engagement. Let it ride.
I think Caleb Williams might be close to overtaking Jordan Love in my quarterback rankings.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That is spicy, Ryan. All right, we got more calls coming up. We'll get to you guys. Stay on the Discord line. And of course, a reminder, we're brought to you by Novig. Great way to get down on the action. Novig, America's #1 sports prediction market, available in a ton of states. Use that promo code SGPN. Spend $5 to get $50. And of course, yes, available in a bunch of places. They got a bunch of props. Great, some great prices on the no touch or on the first touchdown market. Got some great numbers. Fortunately, none of the great numbers came through, but definitely check them out if you're getting down for Monday Night Football. There is. There are just so many.
JMO price on Novig was, I believe, $13.50. Yeah, maybe even $15.
And a lot of people were saying, cashing 12 to 1, 11 to 1, which is good. But why not get the best price available? Great way to get down if you're in a state where you think you might have limited options. Download the Novig app. Use that promo code SGPN. Okay, Kramer, got a couple more games. I see Olan waiting. I'm sure he wants to talk about the Bears.
In the chat, all caps. Get me on now.
All right, Olan.
I think he wants to return serve that Bears dig.
Well, let's just real quick.
Yeah, get through it.
Bucks, Buffs, aka Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills win 44-32. We pushed on our pleaser legs, Ryan, because we had the Bucks at 6, getting the 6. Frustrating game because when Dean went out for the Bucks, kind of knew that was going to be huge for them. They really got into a game script where they just couldn't keep up. They were trading volley for volley with the Bills, and they were kind of hanging around. And then there was a 4th and 2 where the Bucks were on their own side of the ball. They were down 6 or whatever. I said to you, I was like, they got to go for it here. I know there was a lot of time left, but that Bucks team just couldn't get a stop. Hats off to Josh Allen. He had a massive game, but I still think if you're a Bills fan, you got to be a little worried about that defense.
3 rushing, 3 passing touchdowns. Second time Josh Allen has done that in his career. It's been done 3 times in NFL history. Do you know the other person? They were circulating it a bit on the post game shows. Do you know the third person to, or the second person in third overall time to have 3 passing touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns?
We guess Steve Young.
1954, Otto Graham.
Oh wow.
So it's one of those records.
Yeah. In hindsight, should have been on the Bills. This was a Bills off a loss back at home, but it's crazy to say it. I kind of don't think they dominated. Maybe it was just that first quarter. I got super optimistic about the Bucks' chance here.
Bucks special teams,
but that was you're right. That was really the thing that really changed the game. Was the Bills' starting field position was just awesome every single time. I didn't have that in my handicap at all. Their ability to just get 40 every return was like 40, 50 yards.
I want to rewatch it too because I don't recall James Cook doing much. I don't recall other than in the passing game. Like I want to know what Todd Bowles screwed up on the back end of that. You know, like it was like they sold out too much. I almost need to pull up this box score now. But yeah, I mean, look, the Bills. This was the MVP award, assuming the Bills keep winning games. It's hard to overcome. Like any of the guys chasing Josh Allen aren't putting up the counting stats.
Yeah, for MVP, the thing is the Bills are what 7 and they need to get that number 1. I mean,
I think he's putting up numbers that could allow him, like touchdown numbers that could allow him to not necessarily be the top seed. I think meaning so much to his offense.
Yeah, I think if Drake May wins a division, you can't be second place in the division and win MVP.
I kind 100%. Of agree with you, but I also don't think that's the way it will play.
The media's rock hard for Drake May. They love a new storyline, and it would be justified if they end up winning the AFC East.
Yeah.
So if they win the AFC East, he's getting MVP.
Okay. 100%. Yeah, I mean, I think that's how it should go down. I'm just saying I don't know if it will be how it goes down. Yeah, James Cook 16 for 48.
Mahomes has to be off the MVP list finally.
It does he? They can still finish 12-5.
Cincinnati,
they were the favorite to. I mean, we'll have to see what. I'll pull up
the futures are going to be interesting. Bengals 12, Steelers get the win and the cover 34-12 against the Cincinnati Bengals. Got cute here maybe with the Bengals. This was a good revenge game for the Steelers. The 2 defensive touchdowns really blew it open. Aaron Rodgers got knocked out of the game with a hand thing, but the Bengals offensive line hanging on by a thread, and their defense continues to be horrible. Not a ton of takeaways here. This was a Tomlin spot we should have been on him as a favorite.
Yeah, it would have been tough for me to get on this spot. And even just the way it happened, right? It was a couple defensive touchdowns. Like the defense was heavily involved in the outcome, which I guess does make sense. But they scored 2, right? They scored 2. Yeah. So that's, I mean, okay. Yeah, maybe we should have been on that side. And yeah, I don't know. The Bengals are officially dead, right?
I think so. Houston Texans 16, Tennessee Titans 13. Houston gets a win. Not the cover. Our buddy CJ stays alive in the Circus Survivor. Knock on wood for CJ.
They also burned my first half parlay by no showing the first half there.
This was just a ugly AFC South game. Neither team looked good. They both looked pretty horrible, but I guess congrats to Cam Ward with that last fourth quarter drive to tie the game up.
Yeah. I mean, he still had a lot of
bad plays. Lot of bad plays.
And I think maybe we got a little too out over our skis about Davis Mills. Although he did make some good throws.
Nice throws.
Honestly, they couldn't run the ball.
Yeah,
that was the issue with the offense, and so
and bad. I felt like they had some bad goal line plays.
Yeah, I mean, I think that comes with not being able to run the ball. You try to run when you're not running the ball well, and you try to run the ball like a ton of times inside the 5-yard line and just keep going backwards. It just.
Well, and clearly this Texans team is not the same without our buddy Kaimi Fairbairn, right?
Oh my God!
Continues to be out.
Do they?
They really do. All right, next game, and we'll bring Olan on because the Chicago Bears get the win, 19-17, win outright as a dog against JJ9 McCarthy.
Worst number on the board last week. I mean, you can't make 9 a favorite.
Yeah, that was
9, but you ain't 6-7, motherfucker. That's for my kids.
Yes, 6-7, 6-7. Olan, how you feeling about your Chicago Bears? Nice win. Seemed like 9 McCarthy drove down, got them the lead late, but then the Bears get a great kick return, put them into a pretty good field goal range. Still had to run it a couple times. I would have been a little more aggressive getting into field goal range, but hit the, what was it, like 51 yarder to win the game, walk it off. Got to feel good to get revenge for that Monday night to start the season.
Boys, real talk before we get started. I just want to let all my G-Gens out there take care of your mental health. I took like a 3-week break from betting. I came back, cashed this week, 2 units on the Eagles -3, half a unit on Jameson Williams' first touchdown. Thank you very much, Kramer. Make sure y'all take care of yourselves. But boys, Caleb Williams, he paints his nails with the blood of his enemies, and he has ice in his veins. Man, it is,
and sprinkles.
It feels so fucking good. It's like Chiefs fans 2 years ago. You don't give a fuck what the score is going into the last minute. You know it has the ball. You are going to win the game. Only difference is my tight end don't bang Taylor Swift. My quarterback listens to Taylor Swift, but it's okay.
Well, Kelsey does.
I like that. That's good.
Travis Kelsey is also a huge fan of Taylor Swift. Yeah, yes. I think Caleb continues to improve, I would say, as a quarterback. And to your point, this team just kind of has that ball bouncing right for them, the turnover mojo. They obviously turned over 9 McCarthy. Maybe they should have even won by more considering the turnover differential.
Oh, yeah. Probably they still have.
Absolutely. We left a lot of fucking points on them.
Yeah.
Well, that's the element of the remnants of being bad, is that you're still going to let teams get back in the game. Is Caleb the top dog in terms of when he wants to rip it? He's got the most velocity right now.
Man, dude, I have never seen anyone throw off their back foot that fucking hard. I mean, dude, it is ridiculous.
If you put him on a radar gun, he might be the
Josh
fastest.
Allen,
maybe, yeah.
But I feel like even
it's tough because I feel like also, for better or worse, we see Caleb Williams whipping as hard as he can more than the other quarterbacks. Not always advisable. Whereas I feel like most of the veteran quarterbacks, if they are whipping it super fast, it's only in select situations where Caleb.
Make a joke about him like being able to do velocity when he's been over and throwing, but I just can't make myself do it.
No,
it reminds me of Brett Favre. I know they're very different people.
They send different pictures.
Yes, they both send dick pics.
Wow, allegedly.
Wait, well, it's not uncommon for young people to send dick pics.
Oh yeah, they snap.
I was joking.
I don't think it would be a dick snap.
That's the craziest part, that he knew how to send a dick pic with his level of. I mean, that was back in the day when not everyone had an iPhone.
Yeah,
dude, he did that shit with like a Motorola flip phone.
Yeah. Which is like 16 bits. Could you imagine?
It's just funny to think of Brett Favre flipping up, open his phone, and be like, "Hey, honey, check this out."
The Nokia. One of those like farm in Mississippi. He's trying to get like a signal with the cornfield.
Can I borrow your coffee shop Wi-Fi? I have to send a photo text to this.
And
Jets
real quick,
cheerleader.
just because I've been practicing tonight, Sean, I do need your help. Kramer, you cannot help me with this, but Sean, as a Bears fan, I ain't been in this town for a while, but hey, man, can you help me find my way around first place in my division? Because shit feels real fucking good.
Let's go.
Yeah, eat it up.
And Dick Puncher, you want to talk about who we've beaten? We beat who the fuck they put in front of us. You lost to the Browns and the Panthers, motherfucker. You lost to half a football player. Bryce Young is half a football player.
And yet he also won today. We'll get to that game. My God. All right. Anything else, Olan? Appreciate you calling in, man.
Thank you for the Eagles bet. Kramer, thank you for the first touchdown. Seriously, y'all, take care of your mental health. Do what you got to do. I fucking love you all. Fuck the Packers. On the real, congrats, Dick Puncher, on the engagement. Let's fucking go. Bear down. Good, better, best. Never let it rest. I'm gonna fuck your mama and touch your girlfriend on her chest. The Bears.
Beautiful.
Let it ride.
He's bringing. We gotta set up a wrestling match. Not a real fight, but a wrestling match, because both Dick Puncher and Olan are great at cutting promos.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if they're in the same weight class.
Yeah.
Actually, I have no idea. Like it would be. What if Olan was like a tiny short person?
We only know Dick Puncher because he's sitting in the shirtless like hype.
Yeah,
videos.
we don't actually know. I mean, and Derek still wants to meet Dick Puncher, so maybe one time we'll meet him. We'll get him out there, meet him in person.
We gotta again come out for contest weekend. That's the best weekend to get everyone out there, or any Friday nights, or most Friday nights. We're at VEASAN doing our show there.
Been doing a lot of handshaking lately.
Oh yeah, it's super fun to meet everyone, and Circa's a great place for the meetup spot. Bowen the Truth is calling in on the Discord. Bowen, don't recognize the name. Where are you? What's your name and where are you calling from?
Call me Bowen. You guys can hear me?
Yeah, what's up, man? Thanks for calling in. Where are you calling from?
Calling from Ohio, man. Just love what you guys do. You guys are sharp fucking betters, dog. I'm telling you what. You guys are getting me for early retirement. You know, third shift here at Campbell Soup.
Oh, nice.
So you guys make the night go by quick. Let me tell you what.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate the support. How was your betting day? Anyone you want to put in a locker? Any bets you want to celebrate?
Today was all right. It was a broke even day. I'll take a break even day any day.
Oh yeah.
You don't lose money. But I do got one for Monday night, Dallas defense anytime touchdown.
Okay.
Ooh. I don't know.
Yes,
we might not.
yes.
Good luck with that. That's a personal choice.
Are you
personal choice? And also, you know, Geno Smith throws interceptions. You know,
that
fair.
is true.
That's
He is a bit of a turnover machine. So you like Dallas defense to get in the end zone? Do you have a team, Bowen?
That Dallas dog. Fuck your Eagles. Fuck your Giants.
How do we have so many Cowboy fans that listen to us? They like it. They like it. It's like sitting in the corner and watching your wife get fucked by a big black dude. Some people are into that.
Hey, everyone! It takes all kinds. Appreciate you.
Why I wouldn't listen to us if I was a Cowboys fan.
We are not particularly kind
Maybe I would.
to Cowboys fans or Cowboys. What do you make of your Cowboys? What do you do this season?
Listen, this will probably be the first year I ever said we were not going to make it to the Super Bowl. But you know, years to come, we got first round picks. Watch out next year, and look out for the '90s Cowboys coming back.
I like that. He's saying the picks are going to transform them into a contender.
All right.
Well,
you know, Jerry Jones done it before. He can do it again.
We'll stay tuned on the Cowboy Renaissance. Other than that, thanks for calling in, Bowen. Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. You guys have a good night.
Let it ride.
Right, let it ride.
I feel like we need to find a good place to donate money to help keep Jerry alive for longer.
Yes. Whatever. Yeah. Whatever. If he ever is diagnosed with a disease, we got to hop right on it, Ryan.
Well, yeah. Whatever the soup kitchen, but for like stem cells.
Yes.
Get one of those right outside Jerry's house.
And I see username Gray.
Whoa.
Alston 3 calling in. Gray, you're on the line here. Gray, you're on the line. All right. I'll leave him on. Maybe he'll hop in. Other than that, we got some games to get to. We just talked about Bryce Young. He gets the win and the 30-27, the cover. They were 3.5 point dogs. We picked it at, man, this Falcons team has so much potential. They look so good at times, and just game after game continue to mess things up.
Dog shit. And maybe
Raheem Morris has to go.
Shit.
I realize a lot of it's
so
probably
right
on Penix, but he's
we've
he's
talked
making
about
like his
this all
10th
season.
start.
Blowing games is a coaching problem.
Yeah, 100%.
And
Raheem
also,
Morris is just not. He's just not a good head coach.
remember when Thomas Dimitroff, or was it? I think it was him. Maybe it was the Saints GM. Shamed the entire league for not hiring Raheem Morris.
That was funny.
Fucking guy might just be a good. All right, maybe he's a defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Just because a guy is a defensive coordinator and has charisma doesn't mean he can do the head coaching job.
100%.
Also, Michael Penix sucks. Whatever decision that was last year to sign Kirk Cousins and and draft Michael Penix, they both played in this game. They both sucked. You lost to the Panthers twice in 1 year.
It's really
people were hyping this team, Sean.
It's really funny.
You have Bijan Robinson.
Well, I
You
thought
have Tyler Algier.
Yeah, I think when we did the preseason show, I had them 10-7. I thought they could be that. I thought they could be that. Well, I also had the Bears going in the playoffs, so I took some shots. What are you laughing at?
I'm just Yeah, but the Falcons are horrible.
I'm getting
that
to that.
Nothing to do with the Bears.
I'm saying I had the Falcons going 10-7. Ugh. Obviously, I was wrong on that, but the counter is all these games they've lost. They've been in those games late.
Yeah, but
you look at the talent, and I don't think it was crazy to project Penix might be a serviceable starter. He's certainly been below that because of some of these wild throws and missed opportunities. It's not just one thing, but the other thing is this defense I thought was going to be very good and be a big reason why they were going to be 10-7. I didn't think they were going to do anything in the playoffs, but I thought they could be that last team to sneak into the playoffs. And this team also beat the Bills at home. So it's been a weird year for this Falcons team.
The Bills have created a lot of weird anomalies that maybe we need to ignore, because they're responsible for a bunch of the weird outcomes. I think the Falcons, buying into the defense, being a bunch of young guys, not necessarily working out. Raheem Morris is a defensive coach. To your point, if anything, the offensive scheme seems to be working. It's just the quarterback can't execute it. Yeah. I mean, we hear about how Darnell Mooney's all the time. I mean, open all the time. Kyle Pitts, drop city. Yep. Drake London, good. And the running back's good. And I just think that's not enough at this point. Especially when you have a quarterback that isn't mobile and just stares down his receivers. But all of that being said, to your point, they're playing competitive games, but they're finding ways to lose. And yeah, I think there's a clear, for all the things that happened today, I feel even though Baker lost, I still feel good about them to win the division. And by the way, those future odds we were talking about.
Well, the Panthers are only a half game back.
I know. I don't care.
It's crazy.
That's not like a frightening scenario to me.
They're breathing down their neck. Keep pounding, right?
Baker's short, but he's not Bryce Young short. So the Chiefs are no longer the favorites to win the Super Bowl. The Eagles are. The Chiefs are still kind of them. The Chiefs are still 10-1 to win the Super Bowl, which is shorter than the Broncos, who are 14-1.
It's wild.
Well, it makes sense. The playoffs are involved. The division price, Broncos are -270. Chiefs are +490.
Chiefs are what?
+490.
What are the Chiefs not to make the playoffs? I might have to get a piece of that.
We'll have to. I'll have to check. I can't check now, but we'll have to check somewhere that offers a no.
Jacksonville Jaguars 35, Chargers 6. Congrats, Ryan, to your Jacksonville Jaguars. Very odd. It was a tense viewing situation with our buddy Justin Decker, huge Chargers fan, you huge Jags fan, jagging off all over right in front of Decker. That is a disgusting. I don't know what to make of this Chargers team. I really have no idea. I bet against them at home against the Steelers because I thought their offensive line sucked. It didn't matter. I bet with them. Okay, their offensive line being bad doesn't matter, or does it? Herbert looked bad.
81 passing yards, only 21 rushing yards. Didn't get over his prop.
Where's the Herbala?
They're very quiet.
Very quiet. That means they're planning something.
They got destroyed.
There's not much chatter.
Yeah, they've lost
the terrorist group of Justin Herbert fans, Herbala, who, if you say anything bad about Justin Herbert, remember when they were giving him the MVP week 1?
Well, and now he's 0-1 against his brother. That's pretty embarrassing.
We got to do a breakdown. His brother looks exactly like him.
That
same acne patterns.
Well, they are brothers.
Yeah, it's just funny to see another Justin Herbert.
Both went to Oregon.
Wearing a different uniform and talking slightly different and not making good enough acne, to be on the team.
Especially from when Justin Herbert was younger, just peak Herbert acne. Yeah, I would say that this feels like one of those just no shows. And a little bit offensive line. Jags defense also played better.
They did.
So, 5-1 for the Chargers also to win that division.
Yeah, and they're only 2 games back. Broncos, we'll get to that game.
Regression's coming, right? For the Broncos. Isn't that what they say?
I don't know. Maybe next season. Let's talk about this Rams game. The Rams get the win 21-19. Don't get the cover. If I was putting anyone in the locker, I don't even know who to put in for this game. Maybe Sean McVay. Yeah, guys, We just did. Maddie gets the plays out there. Stafford, Chunky Soup. The thing is,
Chunky Soup.
I lost my.
I love his Campbell's commercial involves him interacting with IT. Like what the. Like this guy is such a nerd of a coach. They got to bring IT in. He's a football coach.
This game was super annoying because I felt like I nailed the handicap. I said this Rams defense is very good. They're going to be able to turn over Sam Darnold. They own Sam Darnold. They can turn him over.
Yep.
I thought they're going to be able to move the ball a little bit against the Rams, which they did at times. They got 4 interceptions against Sam Darnold and didn't cover the 3-point spread at home, and saw it coming a mile away when it was what 14-12. They get the touchdown to make it 21-12. And in my head, and I may have said it aloud, I go, that sucks. I almost like this bet better if they're up 17-12, because now they're up 9 points. The back door is going to be sitting wide open. Seattle gets in there, gets the back door. And they did have a chance to win the game. What was it, like a 61-yarder? They're late. This Rams team is really pretty good. And I think Seattle is also a very good team, but I think we saw this. Darnold is going to struggle with elite defenses. So I don't think they have a very high ceiling when it comes to the playoffs.
Well, is there a chance they play the Lions or the Rams? Because those teams have given Sam Darnold a problem over the last. Sam Darnold has lost 5 times since the beginning of last year to the Rams and the Lions. That's crazy. I don't really have much to add. I think
just crazy to get 4 interceptions and not win by margin.
I would say
I guess that's just that should be seen as a compliment to Seattle's defense.
There is a little bit of like home runs or strikeouts to the Seattle offense. They're constantly taking shots down, the big shots, and they're able to absorb these turnovers because the defense is that good. And I thought the Rams forgot about the run. Yeah. I thought early in that game they were establishing the line, they were dominating the line of scrimmage, and McVay tends to do this from time to time. They forgot about it, and they just kept spamming the Puka plays.
Some bad they had
bad time management.
If they have a quarterback sneak play, they win this game by margin.
Greg Olsen does this whole diatribe about how whatever they do here, they have to make sure the clock keeps running in the end game scenario.
Can't be an incomplete pass here. And Stafford missed some guys, Ryan. 15 of 28, 130 and 2 touchdowns.
Back issues, maybe.
That 4th down play, he pumped instead of getting rid of the ball. There was also another one where he kind of sailed.
What did I call him earlier in the office?
Half a back.
No, worm burners.
There were some missed throws for Stafford.
It's a turf, so there probably wasn't any actual worms like back in the day, but it felt a little bit like peak McNabb, just for no good reason, throwing it hot as hell right into the ground.
Some missed throws. This game was kind of annoying, but yeah, Rams get the win. Don't get the cover. 49ers get the win and the cover. They cruise 41-22. This was annoying because we both picked the 49ers. I didn't actually bet on the Niners. The Brock Purdy coming back from injury thing scared me a little bit, probably more than it should.
He didn't look good.
You don't thought
they cruised, but he had a lot of moments of not looking good.
Yeah, but he had that dime to George Kittle.
He had some nice throws.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the touchdown stuff was wide open, schemed Shanahan stuff.
Shanahan.
Yeah, but the throws when he had to make a throw is where I thought there were some problems here. This game was over right away. I don't know if you saw Jacoby Brissett set an NFL record for completions. I mean, that sums that game up perfectly. Jacoby Brissett, career backup, somehow set an NFL record for completions in a game.
Very odd.
Against a Niners team who gets their starter back, and I didn't think he had his best game. But McCaffrey, Kittle, everyone else around him played well. Defense played well, and Cardinals Gannon's close to where this could be a problem, right? Like he's getting fired now soon. Team's kind of quitting a little bit, like not quitting, but like they just
back-to-back blowout losses. Yeah. And I don't even know if it's Brissett's fault.
They're injured. There's a lot of excuses, but still, No, Brissett's not the problem. That's the craziest part. If anything, he provided them a little bit of a spark from Kyler.
Baltimore Ravens 23, Cleveland Browns 16. Ravens get the win. Browns get the cover.
How annoying.
Very annoying. I had my money line round robin. It was Bears, Bucks, Browns. Bucks didn't get it done, but I did have the Bears going into this, so I needed the Browns money line. The Browns were live. The Browns had a defensive touchdown. They were intercepting Lamar left and right, and then they just eventually let it slip through their hands. Dylan Gabriel got knocked out of the game. Shador came in. He looked horrible.
Yeah. So if you're not up to speed with Cleveland sports radio, and shout out to Big Play out there, but a lot of it's, you know how the sports talk ecosystem works. A take gets out there, right? You got host A over here has a take. Everyone, it gains momentum. And over the last couple weeks, the entire Cleveland fan base has been calling for Shador Sanders. Why is he not playing him? He can't possibly be this bad. Dylan Gabriel gets the concussion. They get their way, which, by the way, Dylan Gabriel stays in this game. They win this game, period.
Well, I think
he was executing the offense enough.
Yeah.
The running game. They didn't. How many? Quinshon Judkins had like 13 carries at the half. He ended with 17.
Some of this is Stefanski's fault though, too, because it's 3rd and 10, and there should never be a 3 and out with Shador Sanders coming into a game where he throws on 1st down, throws on 2nd down, throws on 3rd down.
True.
And you have Quinshon Judkins.
True. Completely.
There was no easy stuff designed for him. They did not do a good job setting him up at all. I'm not making excuses for him. He also played poorly, but you have what it amounts to being your 5th string quarterback coming into the game, and they did nothing to help him. So I thought this was Shador looked horrible, but I also thought Stefanski didn't do a good job of coaching and play calling. Or Stefanski isn't even calling plays now.
Yeah, I mean, blame the man who should be blamed, Tommy Rees. Well, again, insulating himself from whatever disaster is looming. Yeah, I thought Shador did exactly what we would have expected him to do in the version where he wasn't that good. He wasn't hitting his back foot and throwing the ball. He was scrambling backwards.
But
and in general, he looked unathletic.
I wouldn't say that. I thought he actually had a couple nice scrambles.
In the pocket, he looked unathletic.
No, but he had a couple
once he got out and started
down.
Running, I think he's fine. I don't
think he's comfortable in the pocket.
Yeah,
but I think his athleticism when he was using it correctly, I think did help him, and he had a nice throw into the end zone there when they were driving. I forget who it was. Had the ball in his hands, ended up getting pulled out. Like you gotta.
I thought all of his bad throws are because he's not throwing the ball. Like step into it and fire it. He wants to float everything.
Yeah.
But so Gabriel stays in the game. They win this game. I thought, to your point, Stefanski has a little bit of blood on his hands, but that was unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, how do you forget about Judkins? Just keep running the ball.
It doesn't make sense. He looked good early. Lamar, I see Lewis in the chat. Lamar is cooked. Lamar did not look good. He did not have a good
third straight road game. Bad spot. That's why we were on the Browns. If anything, we probably are on the Ravens next week because of it. They're not playing the Cleveland defense at home. Myles Garrett isn't going to be on the team they're playing next week.
How many have 4 sacks?
Just give him the Defensive Player of the Year award. What do you think his odds? He has to be overwhelming chalk, right?
Yeah. Ravens at home next week against the Jets.
That'll be God.
What's that spread going to be? 12.5 points?
That's not a serious guess. They were just 13 against New England. You think New England's got a higher rating than the Ravens? You know that's not true. I think it's going to be over 2 touchdowns.
You think it's going to be 14 points? All right, I'll
pull it up.
I'll guess 12.5. You guess 14. It is 14.5 on the blue book.
There you go.
But
I know ball.
I'll shop around. I can find a 12.5.
I know ball. I see a Circus got 14 flat.
Yeah, I see some 14s.
And then in other news, the Defensive Player of the Year award, Myles Garrett -195. Guess who number 2 is? Micah Parsons. What has he done?
I feel like he has some plays here and there, but it's been relatively
He did
quiet.
nothing in the game against the Giants. He got a sack at the end of the game, which was like whatever. But yeah, I mean, can anyone else even win this award at this point? Like, I feel like Garrett could even get hurt and miss a couple games. He's doing it on a dog shit team with no offense. It's ridiculous.
Denver Broncos get the win 22-19 and the cover 4-point home dogs. I'm pissed. I was a believer. I have them to win the AFC West.
Oh man.
I got caught up in Chiefs fever. Everyone, Chiefs are great. Oh, they're gonna be fine. They've got it figured out. Andy Reid off a bye. Everything's gonna be fixed.
It was weird.
And then Bo Nix had a pretty good game. Defense played pretty well.
Defense played great. The story to me is the defense.
Yeah.
Mahomes was constantly looking very confused. And even when he was scrambling around doing his bullshit, it basically was PI or bust.
Yeah. I'm pissed. I stopped believing when Bo needed me most. I turned on him.
Yeah. I think it's fair to, we'll see that they're going to be in the playoffs now, which means they might be a very interesting team to fade in the playoffs.
I don't know if I'm fading them at home.
Yeah, I guess it depends who they'd have to play. I mean, the AFC is a prickly bitch right now.
Yeah,
it's going to be.
And my Eagles beat the Broncos in the Super Bowl. Ryan, I know you've been touting your
Bills,
Jags Bucks Super Bowl future.
Still alive. Bills go to Denver, round 1 of the playoffs.
Okay.
Rematch of last year.
Love the Broncos there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll be a home dog.
Yeah. What do you think? What would you make that line right now? 3 points?
Bills. Yeah. Bills will be.
Give me Broncos on the money line. Still time to believe.
After that game from Josh Allen, maybe Bills minus. Well, no, because the Bills
3.5.
Yeah. Based on the Chiefs Bills line from earlier too, 3.5 would be the number.
And Go Beeves pointing out Bo Nix did have a great line. He goes, "If you're scared, go to church."
I mean, I appreciate his he's one of these guys who, regardless of the talent in his arm or his legs, he plays the position well until he doesn't. Now, I think a lot of him playing the position well is how well the coach schemes up that game.
He can
last game against the Raiders. What the fuck was that?
He also plays down and up to the competition, I think.
Yeah. He often can rise to the moment.
Yeah.
But if the setup isn't there for him, the Raiders game is a perfect example. He looked like if he played that game against the Chiefs win by 3 touchdowns. Well, the defense played pretty well, but I thought a lot of it is how Peyton kind of sets up the offense. And there is something to say about Peyton having his receivers start to him shuffling all these dudes around. You have Troy Franklin now, you have Sutton now. It feels like a little bit like the quarterback is getting his guy. Like he has some guys now.
All right, got a couple more callers on here. We'll try and get to Dilly Daggers. Dilly, you're on the Sports Gambling Podcast. What's happening to Dilly?
Hey, just chilling at the casino before I go back down to the floor, shoot some craps and some blackjack.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Just wanted to give a shout out. This is why you tune into the pregame show. I asked Kramer about Jameis Winston getting frisky with the feet. 8-1, parlayed that with AJ Brown and parlayed it with Jalen Hurts just in case one of the two cashed when I asked you, Sean.
Yes.
And you parlay Jameis Winston and Jalen Hurts to get in 20-1. What can you say?
Very nice.
I should have done that myself.
Pregame show.
Great, great plug for the pregame show and great question, Dilly.
The Jameis anytime touchdown.
That was great.
We got a whole dance. It was beautiful.
And
Awesome.
y'all are totally right. The Browns were an absolute smash spot, 100%, all the way through and through.
Man, I mean, we got the cover, but it still feels. I'm the money line ticket that I had to shred. I feel a little bit robbed, or kicked.
And you have a very big right to have there for sure. 100%.
Yeah, that was annoying.
It was I will also just collection of me just having the worst. This was the worst gambling weekend of the NFL season, and I still got a dog and a lock, right? So,
Dilly,
a little lighter at the craps table this Friday, maybe. Sean.
Dilly, where are you throwing dice at? What casino?
So, I'm actually from Arkansas. To be honest, I'm currently enrolled at UArk. So,
Nice.
And by the way, just give a hit out, Kramer. We do not think that we're better than anybody. We know our football program's horrible. Y'all can have Franklin. Not trying to gloat or anything. So y'all can have him. We don't think we're better than y'all. Y'all have Enter Sandman. We don't. But I'm in Oklahoma right now, shooting dice.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there you go. Well, have fun out there.
Fun, quick story. Driving across the country from Virginia Tech to California when I moved out here after graduating, Sean, and we stopped in Oklahoma. I believe it was like the hometown of Troy Aikman or some dumb shit like that. Or at least there was a billboard stating such. And when going to like a Super 8 to get a motel room, the guy made us open the U-Haul to prove that we did not have people in the back. We did not.
Well, it's always good to double check. Hey, Dilly, thanks for calling in, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Until next time, let it ride.
Let it ride. Appreciate you, Dilly.
Throw some Yo 11s.
Yo 11, get them going. And shout out to our buddy Big Cat Ryan. Ran into him at the old craps table. Was hanging out. Him and his wife, his son, Christian, met him. It was fun.
Oh yeah,
the whole family affair.
Yeah, having some cocktails.
It was great. And then Big Cat was hanging out with us, craps table. Dice came to him. He's like, I don't want to roll. Everyone's like, come on, roll. Meanwhile, he hit some nice numbers.
Yeah. The guy next to us that didn't know any of us kind of called.
He was like, you got to roll, man. He's like,
pussy.
You're not going to win with that attitude. And then he won a nice little run. We ended up getting cold in the dice later, including to where I was at one point. I'm like adjusting my dice throwing to mix up the mojo, and I don't even think I hit the board. I just hit this chick and some other guy.
Right, so
maybe it must have. I don't think it didn't hit the felt at all. It maybe hit the chip holder.
Let me explain, because
it was wide right. There's some wind in that circa.
So I've seen people, if you're on the side. Like if you're on the side, I've seen people, because it's kind of an awkward throw to throw it down the board, and kind of miss and hit people. You were dead square center, like you're pitching from the mound.
Yeah,
you have the best spot on the craps table. You're square to the board, long way, and you take these dice. And I don't know if you got the hand got a little sticky on the backhand throw, but these people had just come to the table too. They had just all cashed in. I saw a couple nice looking ladies with I assume their boyfriends, and Sean just both dice. Like maybe you caught the chip tray with one of them and it bounced up, but they were direct shots, which pretty embarrassing.
Sorry for embarrassing.
No, not for me.
Oh, okay.
Pretty embarrassing for you.
I shook it off.
Yeah.
All right, we're hey, shout out to Rhythm. If you're not already on Rhythm, what are you waiting for? Download the Rhythm app. Bunch of great winners, sides, props, totals. They got it all perfect for loading up for Monday Night Football and building your own models. You can either build your own model, you can tail theirs. This is a play. I didn't give it out when we talk props, but man, it makes a ton of sense. Brock Bowers under 6.5 receptions, which I think Brock Bowers is going to have a good game, and I kind of like his yards, but his receptions being 6.5, and you got to get to 7 on the over.
Same as last week.
Oh no, last week was 5.5.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last week was 5.5. Rhythm like the under there. He only got 1 reception. I looked at it this week. I'm like, oh, he's going to have a bounce back game. Well, they bumped it up an entire catch. So Brock Bowers would have to get to 7 catches. So I agree with Rhythm. I actually like his under 6.5 receptions. I do think he could get there yards wise. Stay tuned. But again, track your picks in Rhythm for a chance to win $1,000, college and NFL. And of course, you get 25% off with the promo code SGPN25. That's the app Rhythm, RITHMM, promo code SGPN25.
Just pulling up the historicals. Not to it does seem like it closed 6.5. The only game that he's had a number less than 6.5 was for the Jags game. For what it's
no, when we talked about it, was 5.5.
I'm telling you, it closed 6.5 last.
Oh, okay.
That's all. Yeah, he's just getting a ton of respect. And you look at his game log. You had to guess how many times has he gone over this year? He missed 3 games. Once the game after he came back.
Yeah.
Even before he went out, he was consistently getting 4 or 5 catches. It's just hard to do it. Because when it starts working, it looks like that 12 catch game. You're like,
yeah,
he's open every play.
Why do I keep throwing it to him? And it does seem like they're going to throw to him, but I like some other stuff better.
Are you going to play it?
Play what?
The under? Like, would you throw that in an entry or I feel like it's in that category of like going to feel dumb if I'm
playing his alt yards in my DGen only same game parlay, but I'm not touching the catches.
In alt under?
No, alt over 100 plus.
So spicy.
No, because I think he could get their receiving yards, and I think he could have like a 5 for 100, something like that. 6 for 115.
Yeah, big plays are in the mix.
Okay, so I'm giving out. I'll count it as one prop. I say split this one in half, but I'm going to play the first to 20 receiving yards market.
Whoa!
And I'm going to go with the two of the receivers on the Raiders. Trey Tucker is plus 720 first to 20 yards, and like Tyler Lockett plus 1280. He had 44 receiving yards in his in that game against the that game against the Broncos. They traded him for a reason.
Yeah.
The game before that, he wasn't involved really. It was his first game. He got traded midweek, so I'm not really counting it. But 5 catches, 44 yards, including a long of 19. Cowboys are horrible against the receivers. He has great chemistry with Geno. There's a million reasons to take Tyler Lockett, and also I want to be on Trey Tucker just in case at 720. So really, I think we're in a good position here to get this first to 20 receiving yards, especially if the Raiders start with the ball and or the Cowboys go 3 and out. Something.
What was that price?
Plus 720 for Trey Tucker, and then plus 1280 for Tyler Lockett. First to 20 receiving yards. That's
an amazing. Yeah, that's interesting. Is there any reason you chose 20 overs? I know they offer like usually a number of options. Just because I think Tyler Lockett could get it on one catch, right? So, okay.
I don't know if he's getting the first to third.
And it's 12 to 1.
Almost 13 to 1.
That seems crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get down on that. All right. Yeah, that would be. Well, because I'm thinking about like most yards in the game. Anyway, we can move on. Field goal prop.
Oh, people love these.
Daniel Carlson over 1.5 field goals.
Oh, smash it.
They're obviously going to move the ball against the Cowboys. They're also obviously going to have issues in the red zone and when the field condenses. So just kind of any team that has a mildly efficient to low efficient offense against the Cowboys, I feel like this is a good bet. So the fact that it's minus 125, I'll buy that up.
Next up for me, if I like him first to 20, come on, Tyler Lockett over 27.5 receiving yards. This Cowboys defense is still really bad. They're going to be able to throw all over them. Yeah, I think Brock Bowers could have a good game, but also Tyler Lockett is incredibly low at 27.5. I just think it's mispriced. So yeah, give me Tyler Lockett all day here.
I think you could probably, like it's because they have so many receivers that are in the low-ish range. Like we have the same logic here, but I took Dante Thornton Jr. It's 11.5 receiving yards over. I think 1, you're playing the Cowboys. 2, it's unclear to me, but it seems like the 3 like you have Bowers, and then you have Trey Tucker, and then you have kind of a bucket of Tyler Lockett and Thornton Jr. And I know they want to get Beck out there for some snaps too. So for him to be at 11.5, yeah. Again, I think you can kind of just chop off. Trey Tucker is actually quite expensive in the props. So if you ignore Trey Tucker and just took overs on the other receivers for the Raiders, it makes sense to me. So I'll use Thornton as my example. 11.5 receiving yards over.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, the Raiders receivers are going to eat. Next up for me, Dakota Rain Prescott under 259.5 passing yards. 5 road games, Ryan, so far this season. How many times has he gone over it?
1.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
1 and 4 to the over 259.5. It's just way too high.
I may have looked at this.
Oh, okay.
That's what the first thing I do when we're doing a Cowboys game is I say, well, the easy thing to do is fade Dak. Yeah, I mean, I didn't actually put a single Cowboy on my card.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't
play that way.
I do understand the concern with the Raiders defense in general, but I think this game could get ugly, especially early. So I like I think it's going to be
ugly in what way?
Just not being able to.
Okay.
I don't think I could see the Cowboys offense sputtering out of the gate. And again, very tragic story too. So I think there's a lot that this team is dealing with. So I don't think it's crazy for I would be surprised if we see a super focused Cowboys.
Definitely
team.
Different tragic magic.
Well, it's
distracting because some wild ass shit
guy.
just went
Yeah,
down.
I don't know how to handicap. It's a guy you worked with, and certainly feel for those people, but they're going to be out there playing a game. I can't imagine you're locked in and focused. So
how many times have the Raiders allowed a quarterback to throw for 255?
Twice. Oh man, knew that without even looking it up.
287 against the Patriots and Drake May. 286 against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Matt Kurtz says something about Allegiant Stadium pumping that casino oxygen in. Dak over. I think that is urban legend. I'll have to ask.
There was a Reddit thread from a couple years ago where a guy claimed, and like it got somewhat viral, that talked about the fact that they were enhancing the experience or whatever with their casino air. Now, how it involves what it does to a handicap, I have no idea. I mean, everyone in the casino is getting that air, not just the home team. So yeah, I mean, I think it's not quite the Golden Knights in terms of a Vegas experience. I would expect this to be more likely to be a gross under game. I don't know. It's just also the gambler in me. I don't think the average person did well this weekend betting on the games, and so the favorite and over bailout parlay just doesn't seem like it's going to come in.
So according to a brief search, it is an urban legend that they pump oxygen
into casinos.
Yeah.
It's true and not true. They do use like crazy air purification.
I think they purify the air and they particularly keep it cool.
But I think I mean, what is pumping oxygen into? I mean, obviously, if you put too much oxygen in the air, it's also not good. There's a weird thing
where you pull out a heater, all of a sudden the place explodes.
Yeah, I mean, I think the term is kind of metaphorical for they enhance the air. And there's some casinos where there's definitely some sort of scent being like populated in the fucking air. And then there's some casinos where you just have that like cool, refreshing, like, oh yeah, I'm in a place that allows you to smoke cigarettes and gamble.
Yeah. And I'm reading some tactics they use. According to Wonderful Smells is one of them. When gamblers smell a tasty food, they are more likely to stick around and spend money.
So you think they're pumping steak smells through the air?
Is that why they have berries down there? They put the berries. Is it like Subway with the vent where the bread smells amazing coming out of Subway, but you go in there and it tastes like dog shit?
Yeah, I've not heard a lot of people say the bread smells amazing at Subway.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's a known thing.
Mm.
Ask the chat. I'm sure the chat will agree with me that
I thought it was the opposite. I'll be honest.
Really?
I thought people hated the smell of Subway bread, like it was gross.
Now, Mike pointing out the air pumping in the Circa is actually pretty cool because it comes up. So especially if it is a super hot day and you're wearing shorts, you can just stand over the vent. And I don't know if I feel like Circa is the only casino I've been in where there's vents on the floor that blow the air up.
A number of casinos do that now. Basically, the logic is they, instead of blowing air down, they blow air up and then they have exhaust that's constantly pulling air up. So you're constantly cycling new air in, and obviously it feels good when it's cool out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's actually they just figured out it's a better way to manage keeping the air purifying all the air, enhancing the air. We'll have to ask enhanced air in Vegas.
All right, so those are my main props. Kramer, what's one more for the audience?
defensive. I'll give you a little baby sack ladder. Crosby to get 1 sack is plus 125. Crosby to get 2 sacks is 6 to 1.
Max sacks Crosby.
He's a guy who gets high on oxygen. He's clean now, so it's only the air of a casino can get Max Crosby high. And a sack of Dak Prescott. That's a good price.
He's addicted to tattoos.
I was surprised to see Crosby at plus odds to get a sack.
Max Crosby still in Nash. A la Berman. Okay, Kramer, let's put together a little underdog entry. Promo code SGPN. Play along or fade us. And of course, use our promo code. You spend $5, get $100 in bonus funds. Kramer, what are we doing for this matchup?
Oh, I got a boost. Let's see. Well, I mean, like I was saying, I think you can kind of take whatever receiver for the Raiders you fancy. I think we can
fancy Lockett.
We can play. I'm fine taking Lockett.
Okay. Take Lockett higher, 27.5 receiving yards. And what about Dak lower passing yards? Or what do you like on the Cowboys side? You didn't give out any Cowboys.
I didn't. I'm surprised you even went near that. It's crazy to see Aubrey's field goals at 2.5. That's wild. Yeah, let's go with the under passing yards.
Lower 259.5 passing yards for Dak. Higher 27.5 for Tyler Lockett. And maybe put a little boost on here.
Yeah, boost it.
Okay.
It's got a 50%er. No, 30%. Oh, only a 30%er? What in this economy? How am I supposed to feed my kids, Sean?
By going to Underdog Fantasy, promo code SGPN.
Remember when Latrell Sprewell couldn't feed his kids after making millions of dollars in the NBA?
Well, he did have to pay a lot of taxes. Kramer, what is your first touchdown?
Oh, you want to? Well, so I didn't play any Cowboys. Did you?
No, I've never played a Cowboy.
Oh, you just played a Cowboy earlier with Dak Prescott.
Oh yeah, unders are fine, but not first touchdowns.
So I played 4 Raiders.
Okay.
Longest odds, Jack Beck. I think Betch. I think I watched an interview of him, and the reporter basically asked him, "Hey man, how is it having to deal with the pressure of being a 2nd round pick?" He's like, it's not really anything. Try getting up at your brother's eulogy and talking about him in front of thousands of people. And it's like, oh shit. Okay. Then you hear some of the other stuff the coaches have said about him. Now, granted, people were speculating he would get this chance last time they saw the field. He really didn't. It was more Lockett. But now coming off the bye, this is the time you often see the rookie receivers start to ascend. I'm just making a little bit of a bet that he gets a little bit more involved. So he's 100 to 1. Raiders defense is 50 to 1. Dante Thornton Jr. is 30 to 1, and Tyler Lockett is 22 to 1. So like I said, I sliced Trey Tucker out of the equation because he was the expensive guy, and I'm just going to take the other pass catchers and the Raiders defense, of course, because when Max Crosby gets that sack fumble.
I'm keeping it simple. Give me Geno Smith 50 to 1 and Tyler Lockett 22 to 1.
The old bros, the old Seahawks hang, huh?
Yep. They have chemistry. And I would say this, stay tuned for my DGen play, but the Cowboys 4 rushing touchdowns allowed to the quarterback. They're just people thought I was crazy for playing Jacoby Brissett anytime touchdown against the even not historic non-rushers will get in against this Cowboys team.
Geno will get loose once in a while, though. He's a little banged up, which that always concerns me. But
yeah, it's 50 to 1. Can't take it with you, Ryan. All right, my DGen only parlay clocking in at a very respectable 88 to 1. Geno Smith anytime touchdown. Brock Bowers 100 receiving yards, and Raiders -6.5.
Okay, well, alt number.
This is almost exactly what I did with the Cardinals, except I didn't. With the Cardinals, I made the mistake of putting it up to 9.5. That's where I got greedy. Now, certainly it was Marvin Harrison, so I only had to put it up to 80 yards. Brock Bowers, his base number is a little lower, so
yeah. I mean it certainly is in line with the alt number, I guess.
Kramer?
What was that price?
88 to 1.
Nice. Mine's only 35 to 1. And I thought you were going to steal it from me earlier in the show.
Wow.
Well, it's Tyler Lockett related. I'm still curious of your bet. I'm going to be placing that as well as if I can actually find a 12 to 1. Lockett, most receiving yards in the game is 35 to 1. This doesn't actually seem that ridiculous. The handicap is for him versus one of the Cowboys, you would assume. And so when you look at the number, him being 26, Brock Bowers being 73, CeeDee Lamb being 86, that's the competition. So then I'm like, all right, well, let's just make it about getting to 100 yards. So what do you think the Tyler Lockett 100-yard price is?
10 to 1.
17 to 1.
Yeah, if he gets 100 yards, he's right.
So 17 to 1 versus 35 to 1. And like you mentioned, they have the chemistry. You know what it's going to remind you of? The Russ Wilson throwing the ball to Wan'Dale Robinson. You're going to see some moon balls from Geno. And I think that's the number one thing this Cowboys defense struggles with is when the coverage sinks back to the safety. And so we'll see how it goes. I like the Lockett stuff. If you just want to play a ladder instead, go for it. But I think Lockett has a huge game. Huge game.
I do as well. Smash! Love me some Tyler Lockett. And I like that. Like him to have.
I didn't go super huge though, but 35 to 1, pretty solid price for a guy who it's reasonable for me to think that for him to have more yards than Brock Bowers doesn't seem that crazy considering Brock Bowers will be the focus of the Cowboys defense.
Grailston, I'm going to try you one more time on the Discord line. I saw you fall off. Then he came back.
Grailston.
Well, how would you pronounce this?
I don't know. I can't see it. I'm not looking at it.
Gray.
Hey,
hey,
y'all hear me?
Yeah, what's
up,
happening, man?
Hey, what up, y'all? It's Austin, like the wide receiver for the Cowboys, Miles Austin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What's
still
up,
a
man?
little different, but still pronounced the same.
Thanks for calling in, man. You're on the Sports Gambling Podcast. How was your Sunday?
It was good. I didn't win my parlay. I only got underdog, but it was still good to watch my fantasy team on sleeper win.
Oh, there you go.
Nice work. Got those pandas fighting.
Do you got to play for? You got to play for Monday night? You like?
What do y'all think about Tyler Lockett anytime touchdown?
Love
Let's
it.
go. We're a Tyler Lockett program right here. You know he didn't have sex until he was a professional football player. Pretty crazy.
Pretty crazy.
You have to know when to come.
And he saved it.
Imagine being a stud receiver all college and just not having any sex.
Yeah,
that seems crazy.
Yeah, you know,
that seems
crazy.
Like
a real waste. Austin, do you have who's your favorite team?
The New Orleans Saints.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Saints.
Well, congrats. You guys beat the Panthers, knocked us out of Survivor. I hope you're happy about that, Austin.
I am happy about it. Do you think we can beat the Falcons next weekend?
I think anyone can beat the Falcons.
Oh, hell yeah. That's what I like to hear.
As long as you get it to the fourth quarter and you're not down 20 points, you should be all right.
I bet.
All right. Thanks for calling in, Austin.
Yeah, thank y'all.
Appreciate it. Let it ride.
Let it ride.
Tyler Lockett didn't have sex until he was 30.
Well, supposedly.
That means he was a professional football player for a number of years.
Yeah, I mean that
feels almost impossible, right?
Well, also people could lie.
That would be like,
or they could have sex with people that maybe they don't want the world to know about, so they say I'm not having sex instead.
What's more likely, you being able to walk across the 405 blindfolded,
okay,
or you as a professional wide receiver?
I have elite awareness.
Or you as a professional wide receiver in the National Football League not having sex for 8 seasons.
It's the AC Green thing, right?
8 seasons.
That is tremendous. Tremendous.
You have to know when to come.
Hey, good times as always. Appreciate everyone smashing that subscribe button, telling a buddy to subscribe to the Sports Gambling Podcast. We got a bunch of shows coming up. Of course, tomorrow night we'll be talking Thursday night props after Monday Night Football, a little later show. We got college football this week, NFL picks, NFL props. We got it all. And of course, as always,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the money green. He's Ryan.
A quick scheduling note. We will be doing a daytime college football episode this week.
Kramer, let it ride.